Well, now we are outside the clock tower. I guess that's that for Vincenzo. Let's head on back to the stage and see what's going on up there. Hopefully Dee Dee doesn't get into too much trouble after sneaking out of the house again.
What do I do with you? Lock you up? Put bars on the windows? I can't stay at home all night and watch you.
I know.
I'm not one of those secretaries who punch out at 5. I'm a rising star, right? Did Johnny know about this? Because I'm gonna kill him.
I just wanted to talk to Vincenzo.
I never should have let him back. I just wanted...
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Vincenzo's Theater of the Unreal.
I knew it! I knew this was another one of Johnny's pipe dreams. You screwed up again, didn't you?
Johnny, what's going on? Is this part of the show?
I got it.
They're getting antsy. They're gonna want their money back.
If you give them their money back, you can't pay us. It's all under control. I just gotta go find a spare bulb, fuse, something.
Why can't he get anything right? We're gonna have to fix this one too. We need to light up the stage somehow.
Well, how about we try a lighthouse? Let's run on ahead and see if we can find one. We've already gone down that way. That leads to the clock tower. But this way, there is actually the old decrepit lighthouse that was in the clock tower on display. So let's see what's going on.
This is a weird lighthouse. Do you think it's some kind of science lab? It reminds me of Vincenzo's workshop. I think this is what lights up the lights up there. Let me see if I can fix it.
One of these days she's going to get electrocuted doing that. But, since she survived this time, let's head on in and see what we got. Alright, so we can actually move this light source around. So, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right about there, I believe. And then hop across the gap. Whoop. Pick up the box and then shift in. Drop the box, shift out, because we can't actually hop while we're holding the box. So we need to be a little bit clever with this. Let's lift it slowly, bring it across, and boom. There we go. Let's return this to where it was shining. Pick up the precious box and stick it down where it belongs. Now then, this next part. Wait for the light to get on over this way. It'll just take a minute here. But there's another box over there, as you can see, and another platform over that way. Whoop. I'm getting a little too ahead of myself here. So let's go ahead and grab this. We've got plenty of time. Walk across this way. And drop that. There we go. Okay, good. I usually fall through that, through the crack in the floor, but not this time, apparently. This time I'm good. So let's head on up. Pick up this other collectible on the wall right here, which is a picture of a girl's shadow beside a woman walking down the sidewalk. So there's no shadow of the woman, but there's also no girl, but the shadow's still being cast. So let's go ahead and open this up. Get some machinery going. now, as you may have been suspecting, we are approaching the end game very, very quickly. So let's go through the point of no return and see what awaits us. More lighthouse. Alright. So before I go ahead and start interacting with things, I'm going to actually go ahead and pick up all the collectibles. So we've got this lecture by Dr. Williams, Investigations into the Multiverse via Mystical Experiences, and you can go ahead and read that if you want to. And then over this way, we have this other collectible, newspaper article, Missing Illusionist Sought an Affair of Missing Assistant. Scotland Yard is searching for noted illusionist Mr. Arthur Alissu in connection with the disappearance of his magician assistant, Miss Aurora Rose, late of Chipping Norrington. Miss Rose was last seen on stage at Baker Street Theatre during Mr. Alissu's famous illusion act. Mr. Alissu is well known for making his pretty assistants disappear and reappear. On the evening of October 28, however, he neglected to fulfill the second part of his act. Detained by police, Mr. Alissu proclaimed his own bafflement at Miss Rose's future to return to stage per modus operandi. She's supposed to vanish into thin air, stated Mr. Alissu, but she's supposed to come back. Police Inspector Giles Lestrade determined no sign of foul play. Indeed, police found no sign whatsoever of the continued physical existence of Miss Rose on this mortal plane. Mr. Alissu was released from custody on Thursday. Now it would appear that he, too, has gone missing. Mr. Alissu's performances at the Baker Street have been cancelled, and his belongings remain in his room. And, mysteriously, the maids report that some of his clothes have been displaced by party or parties unknown. Persons in possession of information in regards to the whereabouts of Mr. Alissu or of Miss Rose are requested to contact the Yard. We've got this very interesting Alissu family tree, and you can see on the side right there is Vincenzo Alissu. We've got a couple people who are admitted to hospitals, asylums, received exorcism, all this other stuff. So we've got the Alissu family tree with Vincenzo on the side over here. And you can actually see down there we've got Catherine Malankaya and Didi Malankaya with question marks around their names. We've got some pictures on the wall there that unfortunately blur out every now and again. But Didi and Kat are on this name, on this big huge board, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and activate this, and quickly. There we go. I am not good at that at all. I usually mistime it horribly. Now up here, we have another collectible. A picture depicting the shadow dimension's effect on the world, and as you can see, that top one is the shadow world, the bottom one is the real world. You can pause and point out how many differences there are. I know exactly how many differences there are between the two photos. If you would like, go ahead and comment how many differences you found. I'm curious to see which ones. Then on the wall behind us, we've got some science drawings. We've got a TARDIS, because why not? We've got some wine bottles. Then up top here, we have more collectibles. Another science picture with playing with shadows. We have picture projecting skeleton into a shadow. So as you can see, the skeleton is a little bit deformed when it becomes a shadow because the way the light hits it. We've got more science pictures on the walls. Some of these were collectibles previously. But let's go ahead and open this up here, which will allow us to do more platforming. Yay! Okay, that was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. So before we go down there and see what puzzle awaits us down there, we have one last collectible. A picture of Vincenzo and Dawn, Exposition Universal 1900.